Hey guys, it's Miko here. I wanted to talk about Catback 24 a little bit more. Kind of the favorite videos I've ever made was that random shootout for Catback 13 where I kind of demonstrate that all the IRs work with all the amp sims, and I wanted to do something similar this time. Last time it was almost completely high gain amp, so I'm going to control that one, but I'm going to randomly select the IR that's going to be used. And this Dizzy Cat Pack comes with a mix folder, so I'm just going to use the mix folder here, just so it's more simple this way. I'm pretty sure all of these will work with just about any amp sim that you choose. So I'm going to go with some basic amp sims like a Fender, a Marshall, a Vox, maybe Mesa Boogie, then a peavey, maybe even do some Gent, but let's see how it goes. So I'll just select an amp block here. And I'm gonna select a Fender first. So let's choose something. Twin. Deluxe Suite. Okay. And with this, I'm going to randomly pick an IR with this random number generator. And I have 29 IRs in this folder. So I'm just going to click this button and it tells me 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So a K100 IR with a Fender Deluxe Tweed amp sim. I'm not going to touch anything. Let's hear how it sounds. Already it sounds balanced. You can hear the low end and the high end equally well, and the middles with the low end and the middles with the high end. So straight away you get an IR that's so well balanced that you don't even have to touch the EQ settings here. I'm using a Strat, by the way, in case you're wondering. Let me play something else. It sounds pretty good. I think it sounds pretty good. I'm just going to jump to the next amp sim, and I'm not even going to tweak this one. Let's try a Class A treble boost and generate a number for this one also. 19, so it's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, and this IR is blending both the K100 and V30, but using a small amount of IRs to do that. So it's kind of a less is more type of thing here. As you can see, less and more in the IR options. And let's see, I'm not going to touch the EQ either in this case. Let's see how it sounds. So with that V30 in there, you get more mids, and the K100 is, once again, really balanced and sparkly sounding. I'm going to tweak a little bit so we get more gain out of this thing, because everyone wants to hear the AC30 high gain. And then usually when you boost that gain, you want to lower the bass a little and boost the treble a little bit. Yeah. I think it sounds pretty good. I'm just going to jump to the next amp sim. Let's go for something Marshall-y, like an JCM 800. I'm also going to reset this. And let's generate a new number here. 26. So we had 29. If that's 29, 28, 27, that's 26. And that's just a V30 mix that I have. I'm going to switch guitars now. I'm going to switch to a Les Paul so we get more variety here. Okay, now I have the Les Paul here. Let's see how it sounds with everything on noon. So it's still kind of a modern tone, but definitely has that Marshall type Kerrang going on. I'm going to use a little bit more gain here, just to get, gain is good. And I usually turn the treble down here a little bit, just a little bit, and then the presence up. Let's see how it sounds. And yeah, it works really well. Then let's jump to the next sound. Well, let's go for a Mesa Boogie. Let's try a Recto, because last time we used Mark Series amps. This is kind of maybe a little bit harder to tweak, so let's try the default settings first. And I'll generate a random number here, 14. We had that before, right? Let's do something else. 4. Alloy mix. Okay, let's see how it sounds. And the alloy mixes here are something that are mixing together different alloys. And since I'm not mentioning the K100 and V30, it's going to be mixing them together. Let's see how it sounds with everything at noon and a Les Paul. So, yeah, sounds pretty good straight away. Obviously, the rectifiers have a lot of low end. I usually turn it down, maybe use a little bit more mids, maybe even more trebles. Something like this usually works pretty well. I'm going to boost the gain a little bit. It's not actually necessary, but, just to show the IR a little bit better. So yeah, you straight away get that stereotypical rectifier, maybe even a Petrucci type tone. But I'm using a Les Paul here. Okay, I'm going to switch guitars now. I'm going to use a PRS for the rest of this section, and it's actually tuned down to B. so it's going to be a bit lower. Okay, I'm back with the PRS. It's actually tuned to B standard, so I'm going to demonstrate the same amp here with, well, let's try a different IR, 10. Chance mix, okay? And a PRS is actually even darker than a Les Paul, so I might use something like that for bass to make it a bit tighter. But you know, the rectifier low end is supposed to be kind of loose, so you just kind of have to roll with that. It's gonna sound great in the mix. Yeah, I have nothing that I would like to have better there. So let's go for another amp, peavey, block letter, and let's reset this 22. That will be 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. If I miscalculate it, then sorry about that. I'm gonna reset this block, and let's see how it sounds straight out of the box. Yeah, the peavey has a lot of mids. I'm probably gonna just scoop it a little bit, but other than that, I think it was pretty balanced. Yeah, I think now it's even better. And actually it has way more gain than I would normally use, so let's just drop the gain a little bit here. Okay, let's try a different amp. What is heavier than a peavey? Nothing. Well, let's go for the 50 watt 5153 and reset this once again. And this usually works pretty well. Let's generate a number 5. Okay, this is once again my favorite IR at the moment, so I'm pretty confident this will sound pretty good straight out of the box. I'm going to use the 8-string Jackson now with the Juggernaut pickups in it, and let's see how it sounds. Obviously, I'm already using a Chance mix, so if I'm using an 8-string guitar, it's kind of cheating if I just continue using that IR, so let's go for something completely different. Okay, the second IR here. And I'm not going to tweak the amp at all here, so let's just hear how it sounds. Okay, so with an A string, you kind of need to have a bit tighter amp settings, I guess. I'm gonna lower the bass here and maybe even the mids. Some would use the cut switch, but I just don't like to use that, so I'll do something different. Let's see how it sounds like this. So yeah, it handles the chants, but I still wanted to show you guys the clean sounds that I get with this 8-string guitar. I'm gonna use USA Clean and reset this, and let's choose a different IR, 8, and it's a K100 IR once again, so kind of more scooped. The USA Clean itself is quite low in volume, so I'm just gonna go and crank the master volume all the way up so we can hear what's happening here. So yeah, it's got the smooth character to it straight away here. I think I'd normally lower the mids here and the bass a little bit, also the treble and presence up, and maybe even try with just a little bit. Let's hear the bridge pickup now. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you for watching the video, and get Catback 24 now. It's really good. I hope you are convinced here. I'm pretty convinced. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys.